So this is where I live, in the East End Montreal neighborhood of Rosemont, just north of the Olympic Stadium. It's a residential, calm, mostly French-speaking area. Some time ago, it was the new home of many immigrants who came from Ukraine and who built some notable landmarks in the area. So far, the election, like the neighborhood itself, is rather quiet. The lack of action may be due to one thing over the calm nature of the place. This riding is considered one party's stronghold. Incumbent MP Bernard Bigras of the Bloc Québécois is running for his sixth term, and his party has always received over 45% of the vote, even reaching 60% twice. That does not, however, stop NDP candidate Alexandre Boulris from a second attempt at election. If he could, for instance, only manage to beat the Liberals to the second place, that would be an interesting progression for his party, especially for a riding in Quebec. Other parties, so far, have not shown much. As of today, the only Liberal ads I have seen were on the candidate's campaign office, and I have not caught sight of a single Conservative ad. So the Bloc candidate, like his party throughout the province, seems to be heading towards an easy victory. My riding, in a sense, sums up pretty well what this election feels like in Quebec, and probably also in many places throughout the country. No big thrill and predictable results. The feeling is that decision will be made elsewhere. That, in plain English, what happens next is what happens next door. Just a couple blocks north is the riding of Papineau. In this tight race, the Bloc Québécois and its candidate, famous Haitian Quebecer Vivian Barbeau, hope to take it back from the Liberals and incumbent Justin Trudeau, son of Pierre Trudeau, to whom they had lost it in 2008. More diversity can be seen in ads here. Bloc, Liberal, NDP, but also Conservative and Green. Tory ads, though, with their slogan designed for regional Quebec, show much of the little hopes the party has of taking this riding. West of these is Outremont, Quebec's sole NDP riding, held by former provincial Liberal cabinet minister Thomas Mulcair, a widely liked figure for having resigned from the Charest government over disagreement with the premier on the sale of a provincial park. The riding is quite diverse. It encompasses, like the name says, the rather wealthy Outremont borough, but also parts of the very multicultural Côte des Neiges, as well as the place where I study, the University of Montreal, with many of its students living around campus. One might think that such a large, French-speaking population of students would provide strong support for the Bloc, but many students are still registered in their parents' ridings outside Montreal. Also, the NDP, with its eco-friendly, left-leaning ideas, has a lot of supporters among students. So, the real competition here is between the NDP and the Liberals, for whom former Chrétien cabinet minister Martin Cochon will try to take back the riding the party had held for decades, before the NDP took it in a 2007 by-election.